racing around to score is Lowe. Stopping at third is Heim. Oh, disaster for the Diamondbacks. And now it is 3-0 Texas. The pitch. Swing and a high fly ball. Well struck. Left field. That one back on its way, and it's gone! Home run, Marcus Semien. And that might be the put-away shot. Here comes. In there! And that does it! History in the desert. The Texas Rangers, for the first time ever, are World Series champs. And the celebration begins third base side of the mound, the dog pile, as they jump up and down out of the dugout, out from the bullpen in right field. The Rangers celebrate. The Texas Rangers are World Series champs.
It was definitely a drawing point for me. I won in LA and they hadn't won in 30 years, and I saw what it did to a fan base. And when I found out that they had never won here, that was something that intrigued me. To be able to start at the bottom and try and build something and compete, and to be able to do it, it's really satisfying. But it was a lot of trust.
To be able to get back into baseball in this type of situation. I was in Nashville just relaxing and had 3 years off, and come back and be in this position. I've said so many times, I'll say it again, I'm blessed.
Isn't it the only team out there that says Texas? You're playing for the state, you're not playing for the city. So for us to be able to represent the state of Texas, it's an incredible feeling. And, I feel like as baseball players, it's always like, oh, where are you from? Texas. And it's like Florida, California. And to be able to say, I'm from Texas, it means a lot to me. I carry a lot of pride with it.
Good morning, Kansas City. This is the Border Patrol on Sports Radio 810 WHB. Stephen St. John with my co-hosts today, Gary Dieter and the Sausage Anthony Sherman. And today's picture promoting their appearance brought to you by Derek Dieter, who sent me this picture in action shot of both of you.
Go Chiefs.
How about that? Your dad has input on this show.
Wow.
He said this to me.
We need some live callers today. Marco, open the phones.
No, we don't.
We've never
Open the
needed
phones,
that.
baby.
We've never needed that.
8
in
o'clock
our
hour.
lives.
Let's go.
If you want to, we can.
No, 100%.
I mean, if you want.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll do it.
Yeah, that'll be funny.
Derek Dieter sent me December 30th, 2018, first NFL catch. Gotta love Sherm right with him.
Right in my back pocket, baby.
How about that right there?
Oh, yeah. It's my guy right there.
I got that thing hanging up in the house.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty sweet.
Can somebody talk about how my night was?
I guess. Yeah. How was your night, Gehrig?
Maction last night. Marco, did you see any?
Ball State? Did you get it on Ball State? Is that what it was?
Ball State, Bowling Green.
Mm-hmm.
Bowling Green's they're a decent team this year. They got a couple good wins, so they're favored by 4.5. I told my buddy, let's go BG, root for the boys. Bro, they had the ball on the 1 yard line twice. The one time they scored, 3 plays later, these dudes run a jet sweep, lose 5 yards. They try to run a jet sweep the other way, lost 5 more yards. They ran a maestro, the running back rail, touchdown. Then 60-yard, a kickoff return, tie game. Get down to the 1 yard line. They don't score. They kick a field goal, get the ball back. They're on Ball State's 25-yard line. They go 3 and out. There's a minute 20 left. Ball State calls their last time out. The Bowling Green coach goes for it on 4th and 7, up 3 instead of kicking a field goal. Sack. What are we doing?
Who won the game?
Bowling Green.
Doesn't matter.
They didn't get the cover.
It's not about wins and losses,
this
buddy.
Is why you can't.
This is about the covers.
No, but see, that's the issue.
Maction is all about covering.
Well, I mean, it sounds like the Chiefs.
Did you see what happened in the other Maction game?
No, I went and watched.
Kent State,
I watched
Akron?
baseball.
He doesn't care about Maction.
I watched baseball.
All right. Well,
He's watching the World Series of baseball.
Kent State was up 27-10 in the fourth quarter and lost 31-27.
Wow.
Akron came back?
Akron came back and won.
Oh, my God.
Joe Moorhead, what's up?
Well, my boy is the OC at Kent State, so put some respect on his name.
Well, Akron's the head coach used to be my OC, so.
What's his name?
Joe Moorhead.
How long's he been there?
I think 2 years now.
Oh.
He was the OC at Penn State for a little while, and then he went over to Akron.
So you were watching the World Series?
Yeah.
Not very many people were, but you were one of them?
Yeah, why would
I don't
not
know,
watch?
I saw the stats.
The ratings haven't been very good, and there hasn't been much buzz. I mean, I don't know.
Yanks aren't in it.
Oh, yeah, I watched it. I mean, the dude had a no-hitter going through 6 innings.
And lost.
And then lost, which is tough.
Right.
I mean, I think at that point it could be on the manager. Like, you need to have someone up. I know he's throwing a no-hitter, but, like.
He wasn't the reason they lost.
No. He went, as soon as he
So
gave up those back-to-back hits, they should have had someone else in.
Yeah, but they only scored 1 run that inning.
But still.
They lost because their all-world closer comes in and chokes the game out.
Patrick Mahomes tried to congratulate the Rangers and got jumped by Gary Dieter on Twitter or X.
Yeah, that's right. He's a bandwagon Rangers fan. Guy comes out of the
Dude, he's from Texas.
Didn't his dad pitch for the Rangers?
Oh, I think a couple of people actually told me that last night. That's all people are saying on Twitter. It's like, buddy, I know this guy's from Texas. You don't think I know his dad pitched for the Rangers? Like, I'm just giving a little bit of a hard time.
Yeah, but if he owns a team, you think
Did you not know he was from
to
Texas?
that team, right?
I thought you guys were friends.
No, I was a little surprised he was from Texas, and there's a lot of people that let me know. So thank you guys, I appreciate it. Clowns.
I fixed your wagon.
Bunch of clowns.
So what did you say to him?
I said, bro, aren't you a owner of the Royals? Because this guy's talking to him like, if you're an owner of another team, you're not going to congratulate another team on winning, are you? That's outside your like realm. It's like it's your own like.
Isn't that classy?
I mean,
I feel like Steven's reading replies right now because somebody else said that.
No. Bro, aren't you an owner of the Royals? 38 replies. Boy, people got on you quick.
Yeah, and none of them.
Max tells you, Mahomes is from North Texas. Plus, the Royals and Rangers share spring training facilities in Surprise. Dummy. He didn't say dummy, but I feel like that's what he was
That's
thinking.
what he should have. He should have added that.
And then Garrett responds, oh, he's from Texas? That explains it. Smart ass.
Clowns.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I feel like it's just what kind of stake does he have in the Royals, though? Like, is he really making decisions?
No, he's not.
I wish he was.
It's pretty small, but
that's what I'm saying.
Hey,
so, like,
well, there you go.
It's something.
Chris says it's called being classy, Gary.
Yeah, I know. That's why I just saw that one. I'm like, I think he's reading all the replies right now.
Uh-huh.
Let me see. Yeah, I mean, East Texas, his dad played for the Rangers. Yeah, it's like, come on, boys. Just let the boys have a little bit of fun out there.
Right. All right.
I feel like whenever you tweet, it's more sarcasm
yeah,
than
you're
anything
trolling people.
else. Yeah.
That's what I do.
Speaking of having fun, we're going to be tomorrow night. We've got a special preview show at Chicken and Pickle out here in Overland Park.
Oh, yeah.
Is that right?
Yes. Chicken and Pickle, Overland Park, I believe 6 to 7 o'clock.
Yeah.
Come see us. Have some, we'll have a good time. Maybe give a couple prizes out. Maybe a couple brunch bracelets for Sunday's game. Maybe
Brunch bracelets.
Yeah, maybe. If I'm feeling generous.
Brunch bracelets.
Feeling generous.
All right.
I like how this is the way things work. Gary proposes this. I said, hey, that sounds good. Let me see if I can make this happen. You know.
Yeah.
Because we might have had World Series Game 6 on Friday. I don't have to worry about that now. You know, we're dealing with high school football and different things like that. But I said, you know what? 6 until 7 o'clock. You know, talk to the powers that be, get everything going. I said, so who's it going to be? And then he says, yeah, me, you, and Sherm. I said, oh, yeah? Okay, that sounds good. And then today, I said, you can be out there with us? And you go, where? What are you talking about?
I'm a last minute guy with Sherm.
But this is the issue. Like,
right.
It's not an issue.
And then when I say no.
You were so puzzled. You go, what do you mean?
I'm like, what show you guys doing?
There's always a couple guys out there, man. Sherm will be out there. Just wait.
You think you'll be out there tomorrow at 6?
No.
Yeah.
Not a chance.
Who could you go fishing for if you can't get Sherm? I'm there. You're there. I mean, that's a 1-2 punch right there
That's all we really need.
in someone's face. But is
We
there
just,
anyone
I
else
mean,
you're
if we want to share the mic with somebody, well,
that's up to you.
if it's not sharing, it's going to be hard for me to
Yeah.
want to do that. But it'll be a good time. Chicken and Pickle, great spot. Sunday's game 8:30 in the morning, which is still wild to me that the NFL did that. But
I hate it.
we're having a watch party at Chicken and Pickle. We have brunch. It's an awesome brunch. It's very underrated brunch.
Both
Well, like
locations.
brunch, like what time is it going to be served?
It starts at 8.
You got
So
that
it's-
commercial?
That's
So we
more
play
like
that commercial?
It's more like breakfast, though, right? I mean, brunch you think would be like.
I mean, but it's
afternoon.
like an all day. It's
You know
probably
what I mean? Like that's
it's gonna
I'm
go
thinking
till
you
1
have like
o'clock.
breakfast and then like lunch
Breakfast
options.
and lunch together is called brunch.
But if it's 8:00 in the morning, it's breakfast.
Well, buddy, there's like chicken tenders and a couple other things.
No
out
one
there.
wants to eat chicken tenders at 8:00 in the morning.
Chicken and waffles. Ever heard of it? Dummy.
Chicken tenders or chicken and waffles?
Chicken and waffles. Dummy.
You just
Listen
said
to
chicken
this.
tenders.
Tell me if you sign off on this. Listen to how exciting
I
this
heard it.
sounds. Gary
Listen
Deer.
up, Red Kingdom. It's football season, and that means Chicken and Pickle is your headquarters for Chiefs game days. With locations in North Kansas City and Overland Park, Chicken and Pickle is known for family-friendly fun, game day drink specials, and more. This Sunday, come watch the Chiefs take on the Miami Dolphins. Both locations open at 8 a.m. with select breakfast and brunch items to feed the fans. Thirsty? You're in luck
So you
with
said it.
Chicken and Pickle's signature Bloody Mary and Mimosa bar. When you're not at the game, come to Chicken and Pickle and hang around for a Sunday fun day of pickleball, yard games, and more. Chicken and Pickle in North Kansas City and Overland Park. Yeah!
Come on.
I love it. I know, but did you hear what he said?
No.
Breakfast and brunch options. So Stevens like understands timing.
Yeah, I mean the whole thing's called brunch, but
It's really not though. It's breakfast.
I mean it's food at the end of the day. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Are you going to
call
be out
it-
there for
Yeah,
Sunday?
yeah.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, you're gonna be there Sunday,
yeah,
8:00.
Yeah, I'm gonna go eat. Oh no, I'm not.
Bring the fam.
Yeah,
Sign some autographs and stuff.
yeah. If somebody wants a picture or something,
Are you going to go?
No.
Had you asked him to go? Was that a part
I
of the
did
plan?
not ask him about Sunday. No, I did not ask him.
No.
It's,
I got things going on.
It's
I
just
mean, you know,
early.
it's
It's
just-
it's just early. I mean, it's a Sunday. You want to wake up, which I do like when they have these games that are international. Like you wake up and football's on, especially when it's a good team. Because then it's
You just don't want to have to be locked in on it.
yeah, I don't like when it's like the Chiefs and I mean, obviously I want that game to be here in Kansas City, but at the same time, it will be kind of nice to start the day off right with a real competitive game.
A real
Hopefully.
banger. Would you like to be playing in this game in Germany?
Yeah,
Or is that a big hassle?
I would like
think?
to.
Hassle.
I would like
you
to
don't
play.
like that?
No.
I would like to play in the. I really wanted to be on the team for the Germany game, honestly.
That's sad. Sorry. But you're here with us.
Yeah, I know. I mean, just like
In
think about
America.
like there would have been a lot of like Dieter jerseys out there. You know what I mean?
Can I be honest with you? When the Chiefs first acquired you, I thought you were from Germany.
You thought I was the what's that one
I thought
dude?
like you were
the
an
Vikings
yeah, I
dude?
thought like you were an international player from Germany.
Damn.
Oh, that like the
Yeah.
international program.
What was,
Yeah.
that, what was that dude? What
Right,
was
this
that
guy
dude?
and Gary Dieter from Germany. We'll see what he's all about.
What was that dude's name that went to the Vikings? He got drafted like 4th round, white receiver, ran like a 4.4.
Oh, I know who you're talking about, but I
like
can't
a
remember.
freak
I, know.
athlete.
I remember him being interviewed on NFL Network. I can't remember his name.
Mark,
There's a couple. There's a fullback in
it's not a couple.
Vegas. Is from London. He came in through the international program. I didn't even know they had one.
Every team has one guy. The Chiefs
When
have
did-
an offensive lineman.
So when did you play overseas with the Chiefs? When was
London,
it?
and it was against the
Detroit?
Lions.
Okay. So when you guys went, did you leave on Thursday?
Yes, sir.
And so the Dolphins went earlier in the week,
Yeah.
and the Chiefs still haven't gone yet.
Yeah.
Do you think that matters much at all? Because people are debating what's the best way to go about it.
We had Beasler on our show the other day, and he brought up a good point. And he said at the end of the day, it's kind of a mindset thing. You're gonna.
That's what I said.
You said that?
Yeah.
I thought he said that.
No, I said mindset. It's all about it's a mindset.
All right, well, go ahead.
Oh, it is.
I won't take your.
No,
won't
I
take
mean,
your
I
shine.
think there's obviously pros and cons to both, and if depending on the situation that you made your decision and that's what you're going with. Like, I think it was fine. I mean, you fly over there Thursday night, you get there Friday. But when I remember we had our best Friday practice. It was probably the most fun practice we had. It was under the lights, the music was blaring. It was in like a semi-soccer rugby stadium. Ton of fun. And we went in there Saturday. We had our walkthrough, and we went out and did our thing on Sunday and won big. I mean, it wasn't a distraction at all. Meaning flying Thursday, and I think the Lions went out there beginning of the week, like right after their game on Sunday. I think they flew out.
It keeps the week as normal as possible until then you have to go.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. I mean, it's all about the mindset. Like, if this is what you did, this is what you're gonna go do. You're gonna go win. You're gonna go, whatever. It doesn't really matter. You can make excuses. You can make it a distraction, but it doesn't have to be.
What do you think?
So what time is that game being played there? So it'd be like a 5 o'clock game then? It starts at 8:30 here. Marco, you know that? You know that information?
Oh, he doesn't know. He was just
It's
running
probably like
around
a
the hallway.
4:30 game.
Yeah, what the hell did you run down the hallway for?
Boddicker likes to have his keys ready by the door.
Oh.
I
So
like
he can-
that. That's what I'm talking about.
All right.
Okay, so let's figure this out together in real time. Right now in Frankfurt, it's 12:16 p.m.
12:16. So it's gonna be 2:30 game.
2:30 game.
Yeah. So, I mean, to me, I would like to get there earlier in the week, but that's just me.
My thing is less distractions during the week for the guy. Like, if you're here in Kansas City on Monday, on Tuesday, Wednesday,
Right.
you're gonna go through your normal week. There's nothing exciting for you to, like, you have to go out, you have to go see this, you have to go do that. Like, you're just gonna do your thing in Kansas City. Like, you're gonna go to practice, do your stuff, and go home.
Yeah, I know, but
Like, but these guys are in Germany now. They're out. Like, I want to go. I didn't care that I was overseas. Like, I just sat in my hotel room. But
if people are going to go out, they're going to go out in Kansas City or Germany. It doesn't really matter.
no, there's a difference being in a new city or a new country.
We were in Miami for Super Bowl. None of us went out. We were just hanging out. Some guys went out. Us, we kind of just chilled in a room.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Well, I mean, we're not but like, there's going to be guys that get there that want to go out because they're in Germany, but they wouldn't necessarily care to go out if they were here.
They're going to go out if they want to, no matter where they are. But, I mean, how fun would it be to be in Germany with your boys for a week before the game?
I don't care.
He's not interested in that. He's all business.
This guy's a hard ass.
It's a business trip. You go out there for one reason, and it's to get the W.
This is very interesting.
Would it be different if they won last week?
No.
All right.
It still
I
would
think
be.
it would
I
be.
feel like these games are a big hoopla money maker for the NFL, and it's ridiculous.
So you guys are talking about going out and distractions and everything else. So have you heard the people that have been complaining about Travis Kelce
Yeah.
going to the World Series game
Yeah.
in Texas the Friday night before a Sunday road game?
Can't believe it. No. I mean, that's him.
Buddy, when you have when you can have access to a private jet and get places very easily, I mean, that traveling is not an issue.
Yeah,
for
but this is
somebody like
that's
him.
Kelce.
Yeah,
he's been
he's-
doing it his whole career,
What did I say
And-
yesterday, Marco?
and it's fine. Like, there's no.
You throwing
Now,
him
Been
under
doing
the
his whole
bus?
career.
Yeah, he's not doing anything wrong.
I know that, but you're putting his business out there.
I didn't say what, when, where, who. I just said he's like. There's
But he-
nothing wrong
right.
with him doing that.
I went to a Yankees game with them once.
Exactly.
But he's done things like this, but we just didn't know about it because there wasn't such a
Yeah,
microscope
and
on it.
it's not a big deal. Like, he probably flew down after practice, got there, probably flew damn near next to the stadium, took a car over, sat at the stadium, watched the game, and flew back. Like, if anything else, he would have been. If we went to dinner, he could have been out later. To be honest with you,
He was like at a bar singing
Yeah.
Taylor Swift
I've
with,
done-
with a bottle.
I've done those trips one time, twice. It's so. I mean, it's not really anything different than.
So if you're still on the
sleeping
team,
at
you'd have no problem with it.
No.
This is no problem.
No, it's
So
no
why do
problem.
other people have a problem with it?
because they lost.
because they lost.
you gotta find
Like,
something to nitpick.
if they had won that game and had Kelce gone for 150 and 2 touchdowns or whatever, they would have been like, look how cool our tight end is. Like, he was out at the World Series and then he goes and does that. Like, it's just, I mean, it's like all the times that hey, go for it in 4th and 1. You don't get it.
Did
Okay,
you,
now you're like, why would you go for that? And then they get it and they're like, look at our guy. He got balls of steel. Like, he can just continue to do it.
Did you see what Nick Lowry wrote on Facebook? Nick Lowry, former kicker Nick Lowry. Did you see this?
No. I mean,
Can I-
who?
Nick Lowry. He's
I mean,
a
when did he
former Chiefs
kick?
kicker.
When they were 0-14 or
he
0-15?
he kicked for.
Come on, put some respect
Marty
on.
Schottenheimer.
I'm not going to put any respect
On
on
Nick's
his name.
name, buddy.
I don't even know who that is.
Can I read it to you?
Yeah, read it to me.
Can I have the dramatic reading music?
I was at that game.
Which game? The
Whatever.
2007 NFC Championship game between the
read
Packers
read
and
what
the
he
Giants?
said.
Okay.
I'm getting fired up here.
I
Read
want
what
you
he
to get
said.
fired up, but I have to have music. I have to
Yeah,
have
please.
motivation.
Marco's
I have to
not
have,
paying
you know,
attention today.
I'm trying to.
You want me to
too
read
early
this
for
tweet
him.
off
I'm
first?
trying to get what tweet?
You quote tweeted me and said, because I said the phones are live, and you said no, they are not. And somebody said, "Thank God we don't need to hear what most of us in Kansas City need to say." I do love Garrett Dieter pushing the limits, unlike Soccer Boy.
Yeah, no, coming after Nate.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna read this for.
Put the music on, Marco.
And apparently, Nick Lowry called into the show the other day when I read this. And whatever. Okay. I'm just going to say this once. I adore my Chiefs. I love Patrick. I love Travis. And it's been fun witnessing the Taylor factor, as long as it's not a distraction. However, when I saw Travis watching the World Series in Texas on a Friday night before a road game, do I have to finish the sentence? It's always about staying hungry and humble. We don't know what time he got home on Friday night, but it's a distraction, and it's not a good message to the rest of the team. Travis is a phenomenal, full of life, true leader the players look up to, a superb human being, and one of the greatest Chiefs of all time, period. And one of my favorite people anywhere. We will bounce back. Let this be a lesson. On to Germany and the Miami Dolphins. Hashtag Chiefs. Hashtag Chiefs fan. Hashtag Chiefs Kingdom. Hashtag Chiefs football. Hashtag Hall of Fame. Hashtag hungry and humble.
Was Taylor at the game with them?
No, but
So what is that? What does that have to do with anything? What does Taylor have to do with being a distraction?
buddy, you're talking to the wrong guy. I don't think it's anything.
This guy's a bum.
He goes to.
Guy's a bum. You
He
can tell him
goes
to
to-
call
he-
in right now, and I'll tell him he's a bum.
Kelsey's been going to a World Series game every year
Yes.
for like 7 years straight. I think that's like a thing. He does it every year.
And
Former kicker Nick Lowry with Casey Wolf right there.
oh wow,
So
cool.
you can put a face. I'm just.
Nice
you know,
bracelet.
Casey Wolf guy's like 55 years old.
Is he really?
Yep.
All I know
like
is
Casey Wolf.
there's no he went to Dallas, right?
Yeah,
That's when
an
the game
hour
was?
Flight. It's an hour flight.
Probably 45 minutes, depending on the jet you get.
It's an hour flight.
All right, hour. It's like if you drove from one end of Kansas City to the other to go to dinner up in North Kansas City, being in South Overland Park. An hour. You took an hour to get there, an hour to get back.
You've done that drive or something?
No, I'm just saying. Like,
Oh.
what I'm trying to say is like, there's no difference in it when you're flying directly to like the stadium and getting out and driving to and going to the game. Would it be okay, Mr. Lowry, if he went to a World Series game Friday night in Kansas City? If
Yeah,
they
that's
were
what
in
I'm
it?
saying,
Let's
right?
ask
Come
him.
on. Come on.
And
No, I'm just
call
asking.
in.
Like,
And Travis's travel accommodations are different than the average person.
yeah,
Like he's not in boarding group C on Southwest.
yeah, he wasn't the last one to
But
board.
you're walking on the plane. You got a car waiting for you when you get out. The car takes you right to the stadium. The car picks you up right outside the stadium. You go right back. It's easy.
Yeah. So I don't know how it was a distraction. He went to a game. He enjoyed
Shannon
his
Sharp
Friday
said it was a
night.
bad look.
And I can probably find a lot of things about Shannon Sharp that's a bad look.
Wow. This guy is gassed up in
Yeah,
the
he is.
first
Come on, let's wrestle.
segment. Dude, and I hate to bring this up, but what about the smelling salts from Marco? Where are we at on this?
We have them. We don't have them here,
Okay.
but we have. Like,
But this is gonna happen.
Garrick has kind of dropped the ball and not picked
I just
not
haven't,
picked them
I
up.
haven't thought of it. Yeah, I need to pick them up.
We've
from
got-
somebody.
Put it this way: they're in a bottle. I've seen a picture of the bottle.
Because he could use him today. Look at him. You don't think he could use that right now?
No,
Look at his face.
we could probably get some.
Wake up, kid.
The CVS has them.
You know,
I'll run out for.
he's
a
out
minute.
on his
Got
feet.
'em.
I did smell some ammonia the other day.
Today on the show,
That vitamin C.
we're going to have Adam Kaplan. We're going to have a rematch between Garrick Dieter and Kevin Wins.
Can't wait.
Usually comes on Friday, but he found out Garrick's going to be back in
Yeah.
studio. So
8:50.
He
What's
wanted to
the
laugh at him.
I'm looking forward to this. Jeff Chidilla from NFL Network and NFL.com is going to be in here.
In studio.
Yeah. We're going to have a round table.
Wow.
Even though it's not
That's
round.
exciting.
Right.
Kind of round.
I might go get a haircut.
Now, I'm waiting to see what
It was coming. You knew it was coming.
Speak at a school, get a haircut at a
But
school.
listen. This was his thing Friday night, right? Like he set all this up.
Yeah.
We get that beard trimmed.
Are you really leaving early?
No.
Oh.
I'm just saying. Hey, you 30 minutes into the show, you can bounce.
I got to hammer this guy.
By the way, we got an open spot if you want to text Beasler. Beasler said he was available this week. We haven't had a chance to get to him. Marco doesn't want to text him this morning because he's intimidated by Beasler. I don't know how.
In studio?
Whatever, sure. We got another chair. We got another microphone. We'd love to see him.
Oh,
He lives in the neighborhood.
might not work great, but
We'll make it work. We got Mike Boddicker, former Major League Baseball playoff hero in here.
yeah. Where'd he go?
Coming in here. He fell asleep.
Oh, there he
Listen.
is. I can't see him behind Marco.
Yeah. Let's
Can't wait to have him on.
So not a factor. Anyone that was complaining about Kelsey going to the World Series is full of it. Is what
Yeah.
he said.
Yes.
Just looking for an excuse. Buddy, they lost one game. Like, just move on. It's the NFL. You're going to lose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go.
You're gonna lose, but I mean, there's certain guys and the guys that probably know that they can't
Did Kelsey
can't
play bad?
do that. No, that's what I'm saying. It's not a distraction. They just wanted to they have to make an excuse for something.
All right, we'll take a break. We've got Gary Dieter and Anthony Sherman in studio all morning long right here on Sports Radio 810 WHB. Welcome back to the Border Patrol on Sports Radio 810 WHB. The World Series ended last night with the Texas Rangers winning their first championship. And how about that? Mike Boddicker stops by to say hello. What's up, Mike?
I just stopped to say hi. I heard there was donuts, and I just came in,
No coffee, though.
No cups. There's coffee, but no cups.
Let me tell you something. There's a guy that knows a little something about postseason baseball. You know, this man was the ALCS MVP in '83.
You guys weren't born yet, right?
Against the White Sox. Complete game, 5 hits, 3 walks, 14 strikeouts. Shut him down. Then in the World Series against the Phillies, complete game, 3 hits, no runs, 6 strikeouts. 18
I was on
innings,
a pitch count, though, Steve.
18 innings and no runs. He threw 312 pitches in those 2 games. So, you...
Dog.
They don't make
Dog.
that.
They don't make it like
That's right.
that
He
anymore.
is a dog. And so how did you feel about that World Series? Did you watch a lot of it? Or
No, not a lot of it.
then. All right.
No.
Thank you.
Even the playoffs, I didn't care
Couldn't
for
get into it, huh?
No. I get tired. Even last night, it was a great game, but there's still, 19 strikeouts? I mean...
Were you soured because Baltimore...
Yeah, a little
Kinda-
bit.
kinda played that.
Yeah,
I don't blame you.
Yeah, I was kind of pulling for the boys.
Yeah.
It's been a long time since they've won one. Not longer than the Rangers, but long time.
About that long right there.
Yeah. Cheesy mustache there.
That's a good-looking
Yeah, I
mustache
like
right
that.
there.
I like
Yeah.
that. I like
I
that
had
mustache a
black
lot.
hair and I had hair.
Yeah.
No, it was a long time ago. I was hoping that they would do something and get us out of the limelight because we're at Baltimore. 83 is a long time. Oof.
Well, Texas was never...
I know. Now it's Seattle. Seattle's the only one, right? Seattle's next? They haven't won yet.
I think they listed off like 5 more teams.
No, I think Seattle's the next on the list
Yeah, I
as far as
think
the longest.
Yeah, they were next.
The longest, yeah.
Sherm, could you name the other 4?
Nope.
Do you care?
Not really.
Thank you. No, that's perfect. Yeah.
Take a wild guess though.
Yeah.
We'll do
Wow,
like a
yes.
weekly segment where
No, you-
Derek just has trivia questions for Sherm that he doesn't care about.
Doesn't care.
Yeah.
Now you were talking about game 2.
Yeah.
Now that little small ball. You don't see that in baseball anymore. Ever.
Ever.
And that's why Arizona won. Because that's the way they had to play.
Yeah.
They turned around and played normal baseball, today's baseball, and they couldn't win. There was no chance.
Couldn't win at all.
No.
I mean, game 2 was 16 hits, and then the last, what they have last night, like 2 or 3 hits the whole game.
But Arizona had guys. I've already walked 5 guys.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, 5 strikeouts, 5 walks.
Yeah.
I don't know
Yeah.
what there's something about Evaldi because every time there gets like bases loaded or he gets in some type of jam, that guy
He turns it up a notch.
turns it on to a different
Yeah,
level, and
he
he
does.
gets out of it every
Yep.
single time.
All right, Sherm, you like this. So Mike Boddicker came up with Baltimore, was there for several seasons before being traded
8.
to Boston. Signs as a free agent with the Royals and finishes his career with the Brewers, right? And so, I mean, you probably, or at least your dad probably didn't care much for Mike Boddicker pitching for the Orioles and the Red Sox, right?
Oh yeah, we
But
hated the Yankees.
You tell me, you tell Sherm, you had a list of you had a
Places
no,
no
places
trade.
in no trade. Who was at the
New
top
York,
of the list?
New York. Would not go to New York.
Love that. Love it.
Would not ever
He had
play
a
in New York.
No trade clause
ever.
to the New York Yankees. He wanted nothing to do, or the Mets.
No, anything in New York. No. I
Really,
got my
that,
life
sir?
threatened there twice. The first 2 years I was there,
And so you were done.
and I saw somebody get shot in Grand Central
Well,
Station. I
that's-
went, no,
you know.
never going to come here.
Yeah. Who wants to
Hey.
go to New York?
It's not made for everybody, man.
It's not made
Yeah.
for you either. But
Well,
being from Indiana. And then
yeah.
coming to
Otherwise,
Kansas
you
City.
would be there.
I mean, what are you doing?
That's
guys?
right. You were here.
If I knew Mike was coming, I would put the pinstripes on today. But
wow.
I'd have dropped you.
Oh, yes.
Chin music. Yeah.
Hey,
Even thrown at
listen, I thought we were getting in. I thought he was going to get in against you.
I was waiting. I even
I've been
threw.
waiting.
I threw for 30 minutes the other day.
How was it?
Fine. I don't
Feel
hurt.
good? Everything felt good?
My knees don't. But
Oh, that-
other than
that
that,
hurt?
yeah, my knees hurt.
Sherm's got a mound at his house now.
I do.
Yeah.
Not enough distance though for him.
Well, maybe it's perfect for me.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah.
What was your prediction? You could make contact. You could get ahead.
No, he'd
solid
get ahead.
I think I
contact?
could
I think
get
he
a
said
hit.
a home run.
I definitely
No, he never said home run. I would remember that because he definitely would go down.
But if you wanted to, I mean, you could prevent him from making contact. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
he could.
It depends on my knees on the given day.
I think I mean,
If my knees felt good, yeah, you're not making contact. No.
Like what would you be pitching? What would he be looking at? What kind
mean,
of
like,
stuff?
Oh, when I dropped down, he'd crap himself.
give me 7 at bats. I'm getting 1.
He'd
7 at bat.
Yeah, if I dropped down to here, Kirby Puckett couldn't hit it. You ain't gonna hit it.
Hey, there's only one way to find out. You know what I mean?
Now see, this
is what
he
we
said
talk about on here, but we don't have any action.
He said he would crap
I know.
himself
I was.
when he drops down.
No, I was
I'm not
waiting.
saying no. I know you are.
Honestly,
got
it was
the
on these guys to
facility.
make
Hey,
it happen.
He was talking.
Okay.
He was talking a lot of trash how he could hit me, and
Here
I
we
was
go.
waiting, and I was waiting.
Yeah.
You said you were going to set it up.
So do you have a
nothing
spot
happened.
to do it?
Yeah, we can get a field.
What, chicken pickle?
Or do we want to get a field? Can we do it? Can we do the chicken?
I mean, the
pickle?
real question
could
is
do it
like
at
we're gonna
Chicken and
need to
Pickle.
get.
Let's do it at the
None of
the
these-
Field of
none of these-
Dreams deal over at 159 and was it Flum?
Let's go to Iowa and do it the real Field of Dreams.
I'm all about that.
I'll drive up there.
That would be a nice trip.
Isn't what's that one? That's
It's Flum and 183rd.
183rd.
It's
Have you ever
Called
been out there?
183rd?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I'm just checking if that's the same one.
183rd and
Okay.
Flum.
You've been out there? You know what we're talking about?
I've lived here since '91. I know. Yeah.
Yeah, he knows. All right, buddy.
That's got a nice little.
Well, let me just
little
make
right
sure
field
because
porch
all the
for
other
me.
ones they don't have mounds.
We gotta do it.
Oh, you
before the
hit
weather gets
left-handed,
worse.
right?
Yeah, left.
Oh, I definitely have to drop you, and then I'll throw the change up.
I'll take a. Hey, you throw that thing inside, I might lean in a little bit.
Yeah,
Walk
well,
the
then
first
I
base.
think, trust
Oh, wow.
me, at my
What,
at,
then I'll be in his
scoring
head.
runs?
at the age of 66, it's not going to hurt you. Trust me.
Sherm's the ump.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No
What's wrong with
question.
him being the ump?
I had a debate last night about umpires. You think you could walk in right now and be an umpire in the MLB behind the plate?
No.
No. I mean, I would. I'd try it, but
Well,
I don't.
yeah, you actually could because they got a little thing in their ear that they could probably tell you what if it was a ball strike, what was going on.
Oh, I didn't know
Yeah.
that.
Everybody's got a
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think it'd be interesting to get
To see it?
back
do
there
it?
and see it, and then like.
If Angel Hernandez can do it, I can do it, buddy.
I agree.
I'm not like I
guy's got
wouldn't be
his own
very
sh-
good, but
he's
I
got
would
his own
give it a
strike
try.
zone.
Give it a try. You know why not?
Hey, you can control the game back there. I'll tell you that.
Oh hey.
What did Angel screw over the Yankees at one time?
Oh
when
my, this year like 5 times.
It's like he screwed
I don't
over
know-
every team.
I don't know-
Every
I don't
team.
know how he's still in the MLB. It's kind of crazy to.
Pictures. He's got pictures on somebody.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think you're right.
He knows something. Look at he's into it.
So what's going on with you right now, Mike Boddicker? We haven't talked to you in a while.
Same old stuff.
What do you think about the Chiefs right now?
Ooh. I'm tired of watching Pat drop back, look left, look right, look middle, look left again, and then scramble out of the pocket, look left, look right, and he's either tackled or he has to throw it away. It's like, can't somebody get open? And if you do, can you at least catch it?
Amen.
Good Lord. I mean,
It's been the story the last week.
I listened to people debate yesterday on the other shows whether or not, or how much of it was the receivers versus how much of it was Patrick.
Oh.
And so,
well,
so
maybe he doesn't want to throw it to the guys because they can't catch it. You suppose?
what you know, there's a trust issue there. I believe.
Yeah.
But look, you guys. I mean, he had the flu, right? He's just human. I mean, have you? I'm sure at some point you played through the flu, right? Or no?
Yeah, I mean, I've been sick before and played a game. I don't think that have anything to do with it. I think that they just didn't play a great game.
No.
They're 6-2.
Well, it's hard to play the same team.
Well,
And
they're
yeah,
6-2.
that
They're
times
6-2. They go out there. If they win this weekend, they're 7-2, and everyone forgot about the loss to Denver. Like,
Hey,
It's-
last 2 or 3 years, the Chiefs have had some really crappy losses to bad teams.
yeah,
It happens, right? It's just overall.
It's a
overall
divisional
the
opponent.
season. I mean, I'm sitting there going, I see guys, receivers go downfield, turn the wrong way, and then all of a sudden they realize it and turn back, and the ball's already gone.
put it
It's
this way: you can't have 5 turnovers.
no.
Bottom line, in the NFL, you can't have 5 turnovers and expect to even be in the game. Which, crazy enough, that they were into it until like the very end.
Even that, I thought when Hardman fumbled, that was going to be it. That was the backbreaker.
But then even after that, they drove down.
Yeah, they had a
And
chance.
if Sky Moore would have caught that,
Well, that's what I'm saying.
ball,
Like they're
they-
right back in
yeah.
the game. So
Yep.
it's like there's no way they should have even been in that situation
No.
with that many turnovers, that bad a play. And they were, and it's frustrating to, like you said, it's frustrating to watch Pat drop back and not have anyone to, we're so used to.
Because he'll try to thread the needle most of the time.
We're so
They're
used
not
to
even
guys being
close to
wide
being
open.
open. Yeah.
we're
Travis is. I mean,
Travis,
he finds a way to hit the crease and
Tyreek, all these guys who we've had in the past that have you're like, how did they get that open as they're going to run across the middle of the field and he hits them?
every time Travis goes out there, I'm sitting there. I look and he's wide open in the middle of the field, and you're going, "Where is everybody? How does he do that?"
It's hard to compare people versus Trav because Trav really has the ultimate freedom out there. He really makes stuff up on the run. I mean, he knows
Well, it works.
It works.
It
but
works.
you can't have everybody do that because then it.
I don't know. They're doing it anyway, looking at the receivers sometimes.
And I know it's not working. They just
I
got to
know.
run their routes and let Kelsey do his thing,
Yeah.
and hopefully something pops. But yeah, it's if they turn the ball over this week, they're going to lose by 20 points.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Well, let's take a break. We've got Gary Dieter and Anthony Sherman and Mike Boddicker all in the studio. Back after this on WHB. Marco's working hard on this Thursday, November 2nd, 2023.
Marco, can you hear us?
Yeah, I got you.
I mean, you're gonna get you all right, dude?
I'm pushing buttons.
I mean, you're
He's
pushing
looking for
buttons, you're
coffee
running
cups
around.
back there. Is what
I
he's
gotta take out all these 50 curse words that Bob Knight dropped.
Oh, okay, so he's
Why?
working. He's
There's,
really
there's
working.
some of my sent you
Why?
that are okay to play, aren't they?
Are the phone lines open yet?
No, not so.
Boy, you're gonna. he's pissed at you.
None of them are okay.
No. What? The first one is the next two, especially that number 2. There was I don't think there was any other word but cuss words.
Oh,
in
yeah,
that
the
second
one from Barstool Sports.
Just play
That'll
it, just
that'll
play it.
that'll
Dude,
be
just
tough.
come on now.
Just
it's
play
7.
it.
It's
Pretend
7.
you-
Kids
pretend-
aren't in this car yet. Come on.
There's nobody listening.
Come on, Marco.
Pretend this is Hot Mike with Stephen St. John.
Come on. Just play it for the boys.
Play the one from.
Come back here and I'll play it for you.
By the way, Bobby, Bobby Knight
Get up.
passed away yesterday, so
That wasn't a threat. I can just
RP.
play behind.
that's
the
why we
scenes
yes.
for
Rest
I
in
went
peace,
hunting with Bobby Knight. Do you know that?
You did what?
Went hunting, pheasant hunting with Bobby Knight.
Tell
How
us
was
about.
that?
Yeah.
Tell us about that.
Pretty much all cuss words, just like
Who set this up? Like, how did this
He
happen?
used to come up to right around our hometown there and hunt a couple different places, and people never let anybody hunt those places because Bobby Knight was coming in,
Right.
and I got invited to go out and hunt with him.
So who was in the group? You, Bobby Knight, anyone else that we would know?
Yeah, the guy that owned the property.
Okay.
That was it.
So just you three.
Yeah.
Well, tell us what was that
He was
experience
a good
like?
shot. He was a good shot. And the pheasant, he knocked a lot of birds down. It
I
was
mean,
good.
are you going to give us more than this?
No, he was great. He was wonderful. He was out of the basketball element, so there was no stress, no nothing, and he was just having fun, and he had a blast. He was great. He cussed a little bit, but that was Bobby.
Did you strike up a friendship? Did you?
No, I don't think anybody could strike up a friendship with him. To be honest with you, he was off in his own little world.
One
But
time
it was only the one time, and it was just a couple hours, and
he accidentally shot a friend while hunting one time. So
that's all right.
you were
No, he
risking
could
it
have
out
shot
there.
you.
He was all right.
No, he was fine. Because if the gun would have came up at me, I'd have shot him first.
Yeah, I like that.
When was this?
A long time ago. It was quite a while ago. Yeah. We had our little house in my hometown, and
Is there a picture or anything that?
no, we never took any pictures.
Yeah,
We didn't have the cameras. We didn't have the phone
No, be
cameras
like
back then.
you don't
think?
get.
I got one of Jack Morris if you wanted to see that one.
Oh,
I
sure.
got. Yeah.
But like when don't you take like whatever you
He used to come in
whatever you
hunt.
kill? Don't you take a picture of it or?
Yeah,
stand
usually
on
you
it?
take them on their phone, like their phones. But back in the day, you're not going to get
the
the.
Polaroid.
Thanks a lot, Steve.
You
You
didn't have a Polaroid?
jackass.
You didn't have a Polaroid or nothing like that?
I probably did, but I didn't have it
Polaroid's
with me.
hunt bag.
They were kind of big.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh well. They play the play.
Yeah, I want to hear Bobby Knight.
Play the 3-minute and 8-second one. This is a story. I sent it. There's 2 of them I sent you, of the same one. You see it?
Marco?
Sports guy Lance is one of them. That's the first one I sent you.
Oh, I see it. Yeah, I got you.
Okay, so this was a story about Michael Jordan that he told that people were tweeting out last night. About 3 minutes of Bobby Knight speaking in front of a live audience, telling a story about Bobby Knight. So here's or telling a story about Michael Jordan. Here's Bobby Knight.
But you, I think, have got to really be a flexible leader if you're going to be an effective leader. I walked into the locker room after the first half of our game with Spain in 1984 for the gold medal. We're ahead by 29 points. We've played basketball as well as the game can be played. Michael Jordan has played 12 minutes. Out of the 20, he has 11 rebounds, 9 assists, and 19 points in 12 minutes. In my opinion, there's nobody that's ever played anything that can compare to Michael Jordan with the possible exception of Jack Nicklaus and Babe Ruth. Michael Jordan is just the best there ever was at what he does by a considerable margin. So I'm walking across the floor with this 29-point lead as I look at the scoreboard, and I'm a great believer in the best 3 minutes of the game for us has got to be the first 3 minutes of the second half. But what the hell am I going to say? Hey, we got to get better. We're 29 points ahead. We got to win by 59. These kids are going to be a little bit satisfied with themselves. They know how well they've played. And when I get to the locker room, I still haven't come up with an answer. I open the door, and the first guy I see is Jordan sitting in front of his locker. Idea light flashes. I say to myself, I'm going to get on Jordan's ass a little bit. And everybody else is going to say, God, if he's upset with Jordan, how's he feel about me? 12 minutes, 19 points, 11 rebounds, 9 assists, and I have the stat sheet in my hand, and I walk over in front of Jordan, and I look down at him, and I say, Mike, when the hell are you going to set a screen? We got 4 guys out there screening when you're in the game, screening to get you open, screening to get each other open. Haven't seen you set a screen yet. The only way I get all 5 guys screening, Mike, is to get you the hell out of the game. Now, when are you going to set a screen? All you've been doing so far, goddammit, is rebounding, passing, and scoring. You need to screen, Mike. Now, Jordan, you've all seen the grin. I mean, it's the greatest grin in the world. Doesn't quite use all of his grin in this circumstance. But he looks up at me and he grins a little bit and he says, Coach, didn't I see last week where you said I was the quickest player you'd ever been around? I said, Mike, what the hell has that got to do with you screening? Coach, I think I'm setting them quicker than you can see them out there. Well, I was flexible enough to look at Jordan and say, then, God damn it, slow him down a little bit so I can see him.
That was pretty good.
That was good.
That was great.
That was really good.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's also one. There's a clip right after that I sent you. This 40 seconds long, and so this is Bobby Knight. And look, you remember him for throwing the chairs and the controversy and everything else, but he was one of the greatest basketball minds of all time and a Hall of Fame coach. And so this was him talking about Michael Jordan before Jordan was drafted, before Jordan had played in even one NBA game. And remember, when Jordan came, he was not taken number 1 overall, right? And so now when you hear this, of course people thought Jordan was the best, but no, this was before Jordan played in one NBA game. This was Bobby Knight talking about Michael Jordan before he even played in the NBA.
The kid is just an absolutely great kid. If I were going to pick the 3 or 4 best athletes I've ever seen play basketball, he'd be one of them. I think he's the best athlete I've ever seen play basketball, bar none. If I were going to pick people with the best ability I'd ever seen play the game, he'd be one of them. If I were going to pick the best competitors that I'd ever seen play, he'd be one of them. So in the categories of competitiveness, ability, skill, and then athletic ability, he's the best athlete, he's one of the best competitors, he's one of the most skilled players. And that, to me, makes him the best basketball player that I've ever seen play.
Well, Portland probably should have listened to him.
Someone should have listened to him.
Right. He ended up going number 3 in the 1984 draft. And I mean, look, number 1 overall wasn't terrible. A great player, Hakeem Olajuwon, went to Houston. And then number 2, Portland went with they needed a big guy, so they went with Sam Bowie out of Kentucky.
Yeah.
Who?
No.
And passed
Sam
by-
Bowie. Yeah, exactly.
And passed on Jordan.
Yeah.
So maybe they should have listened to Bobby Knight. But Bobby Knight, 83 years old, passes away, so rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
You good, Mike?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm just.
We invite you to hang out.
I came in to say hi. I didn't mean to interrupt this.
No, we want you in here.
This,
You need to be interrupted.
this banter that I listen to when you guys get going.
You like it though, huh?
You like
yeah,
these guys,
I do.
don't you?
I
Yeah,
really
it's
do.
yeah, it's fun.
Yeah, it really is good. Yeah.
I want to thank our friends at Jay Rieger & Co. for sponsoring our live stream that you can watch every morning from 6 until 7 a.m. on Facebook, on Twitter, X, Twitch, YouTube, wherever you want to watch it, you can watch it. And, of course, coming up, a spirited partnership coming soon between Jay Rieger and Mizzou. You'll hear more about it right here on the Border Patrol on Sports Radio 810 WHB.